Hello, my name's Will. I'm here with Mike. We're the Tabletop Donkeys.
Hello.
And we've got another episode for you of Warhammer 40k Conquest. This time we've got issue number 7. And this is the first issue that we've got that doesn't come with any models. It comes with 2 shade paints, which we'll start to talk about in a moment.
It's Agrax, Earthshade and Nuln Oil.
Yes, so those will be important for the painting instructions that we get in a minute. As with all of our videos, if you've already seen all this detail and you want to skip straight ahead to the battle, there's a link in the description below. But we're going to have a look at the magazine itself now very quickly. We've got some information about how Space Marines are made here, and all their organs that they get implanted into them. Then we've got some stuff about the realm of Ultramar, which is where the Ultramarines come from, and a picture there. And then we've got our first information proper about the Silver Templars, which are how how Mike has painted up our Space Marines. So there's a little bit about them here. They actually have some background on them. And then a few more Ultramarine successor chapters, the Silver Templars being a successor chapter to the Ultramarines as well. And then here we have painting with shades. So this is for the first time how to use a shade paint. For the moment, confined only to the metal areas of the model. You did more than that on...
Yeah, so what I did do an all-over shade of Agrax Earthshade on the Plague Marines.
Yes, so it just ties them together, but given that this is designed for complete novice painters, it's teaching you how to use their...
The shading is a very vital... It's an excellent skill to have in painting. It really does bring out the detail in models in such a simple way as well.
Yeah, it's a very quick way to get a lot of detail down with minimum of effort. And then we've got the first mission for this episode, which is Tactical Retreat. And so I'm going to hand you over to Mike, who's going to talk about that now.
So here we are, Tutorial Mission 6, Tactical Retreat. The Silver Templars have to fall back to the cargo deck to recover some of their precious gene seed. It's about to be before the Death Guard can steal it. New rules this week are pretty short, recapping our stat lines there. New rules this week, we've got falling back, so models that are in melee combat can fall back at the start of their next turn, but it's important to note that models that do fall back cannot shoot or advance or charge, so effectively they can't do anything else for the turn. You guys can't fall back through terrain, and you can't fall back if you can't physically move your base out. So you can see these Space Marines are surrounded by Poxwalkers, so they can't fall back. Another thing to note is that in this picture you can see there's 3 Plague Marines and 6 Poxwalkers versus Calcius and 3 Intercessors. In the second mission of this issue there's 5 Plague Marines, and it's actually the Reavers instead of the Intercessors, so we're going to use these forces for both missions. So we'll go straight into mission 1, where as always we're just going to be playing to see who can wipe each other out first. We'll jump into that now. So we're rolling off for deployment. See who deploys first. I've got a 5.
I've got a 4.
So I get to deploy first. So slightly different in this game is the player who deploys last gets to go first. So William will be going first again. But deployment, like always, you put first man down on one of the deployment markers, and everyone has to be within 2 inches of him. So I'm going to put them like that.
My first deployment, I'm going to put my big unit of Plague Marines that I get this issue, and I'm going to put them over here.
Yeah, so it's 1 unit of 5 with just 1 champion. Now for my second deployment, I'm just going to deploy Calcius there alongside the Reavers.
And for my next deployment, or final deployment, I'm going to put Poxwalkers over here on this marker.
You deployed last, so the Death Guard get to go first, so Death Guard, turn 1.
So the first thing we're going to do is move these Plague Marines. I'm not going to advance. I don't think we're going to get any shots off, but I don't want them to go too far. So we can go like that. Just going to stay back, but just trying to make it difficult to get charge off those Reavers. Make sure we don't get charged straight away at the beginning of the turn. And then the Poxwalkers are going to advance. So 5. They can come 9 inches, and they're going to come around here.
So yeah, you can't see anyone, so no shooting, far too far away for charging, so we're straight on to Space Marines turn 1. Right, so movement, I could do the same thing and hide around this box and make you come to me, but I'm not going to do that. We're brave Space Marines. Instead, we're going to move behind this box over here.
Very bravely.
Yep, tactically. And Cassius can go around. Maybe try and entice you out. And once again, can't see anyone to shoot. Too far away to charge. Oh, actually, are we? Yep. So straight into Death Guard, turn 2.
So what we're going to do is advance the Poxwalkers again, first of all. 3 inches. That gives them a total of 7 inches to move. So they're going to move like this and just form a kind of screen like this. And then the plate marines are going to just move up just a tad.
Hiding behind the Poxwalkers.
Yeah. There we go. I still can't see anybody, so there won't be any shooting.
The Poxwalkers can't charge.
No.
So it's on to Space Marines turn 2. So I'm going to have to be a bit aggressive here. So my plan is to move the Reavers around and to try and trap these Poxwalkers. Because I think what William's going to do is he's going to lure me into a charge, and then the Poxwalkers will just fall back out the way, and then the Plague Marines can shoot and then charge me. So I'm going to do that, so we can show off the rules. But I also think I can trap them all in. I think my 4 models do have enough space with their bases that I can actually trap them in. The Reavers are going to move up. And then Cassius is going to move himself around. All of the Reavers can see the Plague Marines, so they're going to shoot at them.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 shots hitting on 3s. And only 1 hit. And we've got wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s, because we're within 6 inches of Lieutenant Cassius. So that's not a wound. And Cassius himself can see that Plague Marine, so he'll shoot as well. Hitting on 3s, and he missed. Now we're on to the charge phase. The Reavers are going to declare a charge on the Poxwalkers.
Okay, no overwatch from them.
They haven't got any guns, so that's 7 inches. That'll be a bit tight. So I think there's enough space there that you wouldn't be able to.
Well, I can fall back this way, but I assume you
Yeah, but Cassius is going to charge. Ooh, he's got a 7, so he's easily in, so he'll fill in the gap. So both of my units charged, so I get to pick which one goes first. I'll pick the Reavers to go first. They've got 9 attacks hitting on 3s. Not very good, only 4 hits. And wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Only 2.
So I'll get my disgustingly resilient saves. No, it's not.
2 Poxwalkers go down.
2 Poxwalkers down. These ones.
And then Cassius has his 4 attacks hitting on 2s. So 3 hits, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. 3 wounds.
Resilience as well. Made 1 of those, so another 2 Poxwalkers go down. And that will be these ones. So now he can move up to 3 inches if you want.
Now he's going to stay where he is.
Now my 2 remaining Poxwalkers get to hit back. This one's going to pile in like that. So the Poxwalkers get their 4 attacks, hitting on 5s. Oh wow!
Oh wow, they got their eye in.
And 5s to wound. Oh no.
Nothing.
Never mind.
So that's the end of the fight phase for Space Marines turn 2. On to Death Guard turn 3.
So the first thing I'm going to do, exactly as predicted, is these 2 Poxwalkers are going to fall back. So they have to get more than an inch away from the Reavers that they were engaged with. And they can't do anything else this turn. I'll try and... it's about the best I can do while keeping them an inch away, in terms of getting them out of the way. And then the Plague Marines are... well, actually, they're just going to move slightly, but they're going to move so that their closest unit to them is Lieutenant Cassius, because that means they can shoot to him, because he's the closest unit.
Yes, because you can't shoot at characters unless it is the closest enemy unit.
Yeah, but as you can see, the champion is closer to him. He's actually too close now. He has to be more than an inch away.
Otherwise he'd be engaged.
Yeah, but he's further away. The Reavers are further away.
So now we're on to the shooting phase.
Yes, and everybody's going to fire at Lieutenant Cassius.
Because he is the closest enemy model, so they are allowed to do that, even though he's a character.
So we'll start with the plasma gun. We did discuss whether or not the champion can opt not to fire, but the rules are fairly clear that everybody fires as though they're firing at the same time. It doesn't matter what order I roll the dice in. So he doesn't get to avoid trying to blow himself up, so we'll just start with him and get it over with. So hitting on 3s. Oh,
He got
2
2
3s and no 1s.
Yeah.
He is not dead.
Wounding on 2s.
He's got 2 wounds.
2, 3+ armor saves.
Oh, he's failed.
Cassius takes a wound, down to 4.
Then we've got the blight launchers. We've got 2 shots each. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s still. Only 1 wound.
And it's a 5+ armor save for the blight launcher. No, Cassius down to 3.
Down to 3. And then we've got the bolt guns. That's 2 shots each again. They've got their rapid fire rules last issue. Only 1 wound from that.
And a 3+ armor save. And
Which is
he's
fine. 2 wounds in shooting though, I'm happy with that.
So, on to the charge phase.
Yes, and the Plague Marines are going to declare both units as a charge target.
Yeah, otherwise you'd only be able to get...
Otherwise I wouldn't be able to spread out quite so much.
So then I'll get to Overwatch. Now, I'll do them both together because they're both all on with bolt pistols and it's all the same. So we've got 4 shots hitting on 6s. No hits at all.
Charge distance, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, look, you're in.
Yeah. Right, we're going to take the champion and put in there, and then everybody else is just going to filter around like this. Onto the fight phase, and then the Plague Marines get to go first. I'm going to rotate him very slightly, and then pile him in like that. And then we're going to put as many attacks on Calcius as we can.
So
That'll be these 3, so
three.
it won't be him over there.
So this man, Blight Launcher man, will have to attack the Reavers because he's too far away.
Yeah. So we will start with the Power Fist because that has the best chance of taking him out.
Okay, hitting on 4s.
2 attacks hitting on 4s.
And he's whiffed.
Yeah, which is why I decided to attack with the other guys as well. So they get 3 attacks.
2 hits.
2 hits.
1 on 4s. 3 running ones, but 3+ armor save. He's okay.
He's okay. And then the remaining man can hit the Reavers.
Hitting on 4s.
There's a hit.
Wounding on 4s.
No wound.
So, yeah. I weathered the onslaught and I get to fight back now, so I'll deal with Reavers first. Hitting on 3s.
6 hits. Average.
Average. And wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s. I'll take those 2s away. Re-roll that. No.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
3+ saves. Oh, failed 1.
5+.
It's disgustingly resilient. I'll try and get that in the box. No.
So 1 Plague Marine goes
Plague
down.
Marine goes down. It'll be this one.
And Calcius has 4 attacks hitting on 2s.
Yep.
They all hit. Wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s. Oh, 3 wounds,
Oh
so
dear.
that's 3 6+ armor saves.
Which I've made 1 of. So 2 disgustingly resilient rolls, which I've made 1 of again. So another one goes down, and he's going to be a bolt pistol man. Sorry, bolt gun man again.
Yeah, so that's the end of Death Guard turn 3. Melee didn't go so well for them. We're on to Space Marines turn 3. Right, so in the movement phase, I could technically fall back, but there isn't any real benefit to doing that because he could just charge. He could shoot me and then charge me again. So we're going to stay where we are. So straight onto the shooting phase. Yeah, we've got 4 pistols that are all the same. So 4 shots hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s. Re-rolling 1s. There's a wound there.
There's a wound. Oh, 2 for the armor save. And 1 for the disgusting.
Another Plague Marine goes down.
Killed 1. With that, so we're going to take him.
So now no charges, so straight onto the fight phase. It's my turn, so I get to pick first. So I'm going to pick Calcius to go first. He has 4 attacks hitting on 2s. They all hit. And then wounding on 5s. Rolling 1s. Reroll that 1. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 6+ armor saves.
Oh, no, and 2 disgustingly resilient saves. I made 1 of them, so the champion lives.
So the champion lives.
Could be important.
So it's your pick next.
It is, and actually the Reavers have been pulled out of combat by that, so they won't get to go. But the champion's going to hit Calcius.
Yeah, I'll try to. But he's whiffed.
He's whiffed again.
Oof.
But the Reavers, as you can see, are no longer within an inch of an enemy unit. So
Yes.
they've actually been...
So they cannot...
By killing all those guys over there, they can't do anything this fight phase, because they're no longer within an inch of an enemy model.
Yeah.
Wasn't tactical so much as just trying to keep my Power Fist alive and everybody else happened to go.
That worked out well for you.
It did in the end.
So yeah, that's the end of the fight phase, end of Space Marines turn 3, on to Death Guard turn 4.
Very simple for me. And these Poxwalkers, I'm going to move a bit. They don't even need to move.
Yep.
In the charge phase, they're going to charge the Reavers. So you get
3 Overwatch shots hitting on 6s. Ooh, there's a hit.
There's a hit.
Wounding on 3s, you're rolling 1s. Yeah, it's a wound.
He gets his disgustingly resilient. Always made that.
Oh.
So Poxwalker survived. They get to charge some inches. That's enough.
Yep, 4's enough.
And they're going to actually charge like this to try and make sure that your Reavers can't get round and attack the champion.
Okay.
In fact, probably adjust that slightly better. There we go. So that one is within an inch.
So onto the fight phase. The Poxwalkers charge, so they get to attack first. Hitting on 5s.
They've got a hit. No wound.
Yeah. And then the champion gets to go because it's your turn.
It does. He's got a hit.
He
this
got a hit
time,
at last.
and it's wounded.
Oh, D3 damage.
2. Oh, he's not.
Cassius goes down to 1 wound, but he's still alive. So I get to pick who goes next, and I'm going to pick Cassius first. I could pick the Reavers, and then they get to pile in, and that could get them in range of the champion, but I'll save that, because Cassius might kill him first. So Cassius has 4 attacks with his power sword, hitting on 2s, so it will hit. And wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s.
Ooh,
2 wounds, 2 6+ armor saves.
6+ armor saves.
Oh.
And 2 disgustingly resilient rolls. No.
5+, now the champion goes down.
Is dead. Cassius can consolidate if you want.
He'll
although-
consolidate into that Poxwalker. And then the Reavers will get to go next, so they'll pile into the remaining 2. 9 attacks, hitting on 3s, sorry, not 2s, they're not quite that good. 4 hits, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. All wounded.
5 disgustingly resilient. I need to make 3 of these. Or make 2, but
no.
no, the Poxwalkers go down.
So that's the end of Tactical Retreat, a victory for the Space Marines. And I'll recap it at the end as always. We'll move on to the second mission, secure the Gene Seed. So here we are, mission 2 this week, secure the Gene Seed. As you can see by the little diagram here, we have an objective in the middle of the board. And what we have to do is one of our models has to get into contact with the objective and they automatically pick it up. Then you need to take the objective back to one of your deployment markers. And going by the victory conditions, it seems like you win instantly as soon as you get to the deployment marker. I assume the model just runs away, I guess. So you can see it's the same forces as last time. We'll jump right into it now. And we got some new rules this week as well. So the plasma gun on the Plague Marine Champions now has armor piercing, so Space Marines only have a 6+ armor save against it, so it's much more deadly. The Death Guard also have their unique rule that they can rapid fire up to 18 inches because they're all slow and purposeful. They have the advance inexorably. Meanwhile, the Space Marines get access to Codex Discipline. This is actually the Ultramarines' unique rule, but the Silver Templars are an Ultramarine successor, so it still fits. And what that lets them do is, if they fall back, they can shoot, but they have -1 to hit, or in this case, they will hit on a 4+ in the shooting phase. So that should come in handy. Rolling off for deployment, like last time, the player who deployed last gets to go first, so might actually want to go second deploying. So, oh dear. Yeah. So I have to deploy first. So like last time, I'm going to deploy the Reavers in the middle.
So my first deployment will be the Plague Marines, and I'm going to trying to get as much distance as I can out of this deployment rules. So 2 inches of a bit in there, like that, just to try and get as close as possible to that objective within the constraints of my deployment.
You'll basically be on top of it in the first turn if you advance.
Yeah.
So we just checked the rules, and it's a single model who carries the objective. So William has elected to put the champion at the front, so he'll pick it up because he's going to be taken away last, I see.
Oh no, because he might blow himself up.
Oh, but he could blow himself up with the plasma gun. So bit of musical Space Marines. So if the model holding the objective dies, it is just dropped, so he doesn't lose the game by blowing himself up with the Gene Seed. You know, that would be very funny. Anyway, so my last deployment, Cassius is going to go here.
And then my other deployment, I'm just going to put these Poxwalkers over here.
Yes. So you deployed last, so you get to go first. So Death Guard, turn 1.
So first move is quite obvious. The Plague Marines are going to advance, try and get on the objective and pick it up. Oh, they've only rolled 1 inch.
I think that is the bare minimum to get the man in front onto the objective.
Yeah, so 6 inches. So he can do it. So he does get on there. So we're just going to shuffle the objective underneath, and then bring all his.
So that is Bubox, the original and the best.
Yes, none of this.
None of this Bubox Zero rubbish.
Bubox Imposter.
That was it. That was it. New Bubox.
Yeah,
We want Bubox Classic.
New box.
New box, yes.
Right, and then Poxwalkers are going to advance as well. Just try and get somewhere useful. Oh, clearly haven't eaten their Weetabix this morning. So,
yeah, well, both your units advance, so no shooting and no charging. On to Space Marines turn 1. So, first things first, Cassius is going to move up. Just behind that box. And then the Reavers are going to move up. You need to be a bit aggressive here. So, shooting phase, Cassius can't see anyone, but the 3 Reavers can, so they're going to shoot at your Plague Marines. 3 shots from the Reavers, hitting on 3s, they will hit. Wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s. There's 1 wound so far. 1 wound.
1 wound. I'll save. Yes.
Yeah, you made 1 at last. So, charge phase. Cassius is going to charge first. He's going to charge the Plague Marines.
Yeah, and they can't see him.
Yeah, because he's craftily hidden behind that box. So, with a 4, he might not actually get in.
No, I don't think he
doesn't
will.
actually get in with a 4.
That's
just about.
Unfortunate.
Well, that is the problem. So the Reavers are going to have to charge now, so you'll be able to overwatch them.
Yes, so we'll do the Blight Launchers first. Everyone can see the Reavers.
Yeah.
Hitting on 6s.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Already on 4s.
Oh, only 1.
Whew. 5+ armor save. Nope.
Reaver
Reaver takes a wound.
We've got 2 bolt guns. Nope. And plasma gun.
Ready? Come on. Double one.
Oh no, it doesn't hit, but he doesn't kill himself.
Lucky for you.
So
now I get to actually roll. Oh, 3.
Well, that's enough, at least this time. But
just about enough to get in.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go the direct route.
Yeah, I want me to come round the side, which is probably what you were hoping for.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah.
So I charge, so I get to attack first. I've got 9 attacks, hitting on 3s. When your 5s are rolling 1s, there's only 1 wound.
Oh, I've passed my armor.
Right.
Now I'm going to pile in. We'll start with the normal dudes actually, because the Power Fist. Well, there's a guy on 1 wound, so if I can take him out with the normal guys, the Power Fist might be able to
kill the other 2.
Trump somebody else.
So that's 3 hits.
3 hits from the knives.
Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s, so 2 wounds. 2 3+ armor saves. It's okay. Now the Power Fist.
Now the Power Fist is going to have to hit him. Oh, it's missed again.
And he's whiffed. So that's the end of Space Marines turn 1. On to Death Guard turn 2.
So we're going to fall back, predictably. Now I can only move 5 inches. I can't advance, but I'm doing this, so that's as far as I can get away. But they're going to head this way. These Plague Marines. And then, to try and help them make their escape, the Poxwalkers are going to move their 4 inches over here. And they're going to attempt to form some sort of barricade.
Yeah, so no shooting from the Plague Marines because they fell back. So onto the charge phase, I assume?
Yeah, and the Poxwalkers are going to charge the Reavers.
So I've got 3 overwatch shots, hitting on 6s. Nope.
I'll roll my charge distance.
Ooh,
4 inches.
Yeah, you're definitely in with a 4.
So he's going to go there. Sort of over here. This one will come in there. And we're going to do something like this. Fight phase, I might actually just pile this guy in here, it doesn't really matter, and then these 2 as well a bit. Just moving closer, but still keeping up my barricade. They're all getting closer to the closest model, so that's permitted. Keep them close enough. These 5 get to hit.
Yep.
So that'll be 10 attacks.
Hitting on 5s. 4 hits.
Yeah, not bad. 5's to wound though. 1.
Oh, you might actually. I was going to say.
I could.
You might get another Poxwalker, but we don't have enough models. Oh, you do?
I do.
Technically.
Technically, I could add another Poxwalker to the unit, but I don't have
so
another model, so I can't.
So that'll be the one time the Poxwalkers kill someone, they can't actually bring a man back.
Yeah.
When I get to hit back, I've got 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Average. And wounding on 3s, rolling 1s. Ooh, that's lucky. Ooh, another
3 wounds, 3 disgustingly resilient. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Operation Roadblock is a success.
Seemingly so.
So we're on to Space Marines turn 2. And the Reavers are going to stay where they are, but Cassius is going to try and scoot round. So he'll get to there, where he'll be like that. So he is technically behind the boxes.
Oh yes, you can't see him. Yeah, sorry,
can't see over the boxes. They're infinitely tall. Actually, yeah, I will go a bit closer. Get to about there, because if I charge you and you see me, there's a chance that your plasma gun will blow you up. Yeah, so that's the movement phase. So onto the shooting phase. Cassius will shoot at the. Well, he shot at the Plague Marines and missed, and the 2 Reavers will shoot at the Poxwalkers. They got 2 hits. Oh, get that back in the box. 2 wounds.
And 2 go down this time.
Yeah.
I'll take these 2 away.
And onto the charge phase. Cassius is going to charge the Plague Marines.
Okay.
Right, I think even with a 4 he'll get in this time.
Yeah. So they can all see him.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the plasma gun. Risk of blowing up. Yeah. No, he even got a hit.
Wow.
Wow. Well, we're going to see what the plasma gun does, hopefully. Yes. So,
Wounded. 6+ armor save.
yes, finally it has some armor penetration to it.
Yeah, so Cassius takes a wound.
Then we've got light launchers, that's 4 shots. Nothing from that. And 2 bot guns, also 4 shots. Nothing from that either. But the plasma gun didn't blow up.
Yeah,
which I'm
he's
pleased
been
about.
good this time.
Oh,
he's
9.
easily in.
Of course, now he rolls a 9.
Yeah, now that he doesn't need it, he's in. So Cassius charge, so he goes first. He's got 4 attacks hitting on 2s. Come on, Cassius, they all hit. Rolling on 5s, we're rolling 1s. Big roll. Ooh. So I'll move those out of the way. No.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 6+ armor
6
saves.
arm saves. Nope. And disgustingly resilient. Nope.
Whoa.
2 go down.
2, yeah.
They will be, surprisingly,
bolt
the 2 bolt guns.
And then it's my turn, so I get to pick who goes next. So the 2 Reavers get to go.
Yeah.
6 attacks hitting on 3s. That's enough hits. Come on, boys. Wounding on 3s, we're rolling 1s. Ugh. 3 wounds.
Can't kill them all, but they've killed 2 of them. And that would be these 2. Doesn't really matter.
So now you get to pick who gets to fight back first.
Doesn't really matter, but we'll start with the champion with his power fist against Cassius.
Okay.
2 hits,
hit.
2 wounds, 2 attacks. He's got a wound though.
D3
Goes
damage.
straight through, D3 damage. 2.
Down to 2 wounds.
Not enough, I wanted to kill him. And then the 2 other guys are missed, useless. Right, and then we've got 2 Poxwalkers left. Didn't roll quite as well as last time.
Yeah, nothing at all for the Poxwalkers. So, at the end of Space Marines turn 2, I don't think you can quite fall back far enough to get onto your objective marker. So we're still in it, but we're heading into Death Guard turn 3.
So in the movement phase, the Poxwalkers are going to fall back.
Oh.
So they're blocking off that route. But the Plague Marines are actually going to stay exactly where they are, because I think the most effective strategy for me right now is to try and punch Cassius to death.
Yep.
So no shooting.
No charging.
No
The
charging.
Poxwalkers fell back, so straight onto the
Straight
fight
onto the
phase.
fight phase, and we'll start with the Power Fist, because that's the thing that matters
The
here.
important one. Come on.
Ooh, 2
no,
hits.
that's
Only 1 wound though.
you might live, so come on, a 1 or a 2.
No.
Cassius goes down.
He gets punched in the face. Now, unfortunately, I can't consolidate because I have to get close to the Reavers. I don't want to get close to the
No,
Reavers.
come on, yeah, go on.
No, they're staying there.
So yeah, Cassius goes down, unfortunately. It's down to the 2 remaining Reavers as we head into Space Marines turn 3. We're going to move around, so avoiding the 1 Poxwalker. But now that Cassius has gone down, we can shoot at you. We've got 2 shots hitting on 3s. Ooh, bit demoralised. Winning on 5s? No. And then the 2 Reavers are going to charge your... Not going to charge the Poxwalkers, we're going to charge your Plague Marines only.
Okie doke, so we'll start with the plasma gun. He still could blow himself up. Yeah, he has, but he's got a hit.
Yeah, he got a hit though.
So he has killed himself, but he's got a wound which you need to make a
6+.
6+ armor save.
No,
So
it's a 4.
he dies, but he does take
Reaver takes a wound.
to Reaver. And we've got the blight launchers. Hitting on 6s.
Wounds
There's
a
a 1
hit.
hit.
Wounding on a 4.
That's got a wound.
5 plus armour save. No, so it's going to be down to Sarge. Yeah.
Has to.
You can do it, Castius.
Well, he's made his charge.
He's definitely in.
He's got enough attacks to kill them.
So he'll go like that to try and block off that way. He has 3 attacks. He gets to go first because he charged. It's 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Oh, only 1. Really on a 5? No.
No wound.
I need to do better, Castius. And you get to strike back.
2 hits. 1 wound on him.
3 plus armour save. No. Oh, come on. Down to 1 wound. It's not looking good, but move into Death Guard turn 4.
The objective man. Well, actually, I'm going to move the Poxwalker down first so you can out the way. I'm going to go there. The objective man is going to fall back. He's going to fall back as well. In the charge phase, they're going to charge.
So he gets to Overwatch. No.
It's missed. They can charge. It's on
They're in.
They're in. I mean, they could kill him, technically.
Yeah. 4 attacks hitting on 5.
More likely, they're just bogging down.
Well, 1 hit.
It's enough.
Really on a 5.
No, it's not in the box. Oh, he's got
a wound. 3 plus. Come on.
Yeah,
yes.
All right.
Roll a 6. He's still there, so he gets to fight back. 3 attacks. Oh, come on, Castius. And he wounded. He killed a Poxwalker.
Killed a Poxwalker.
But I don't think it's going to be enough because he's going to be locked in combat.
He is.
You're not going to be able to get away.
Yes.
So I reckon you've won it now, but we'll play out Space Marine turn 4. Castius gets to shoot that Poxwalker. Oh no! If he kills it, he can charge. Yes. See, he's not out. Still not out of it. He hit. He wounded.
What? And he's killed the Poxwalker.
He's killed the Poxwalker with his pistol.
So now he can actually
charge the.
And they can't see
charge the Plague Marines. And there's going to be no Overwatch. Come on. Oh, a 10. So you can get all the way around the box. He's not going to let you get away. And he gets to go first. 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Oh, come on. Wounding on a 5. Yes, he got a wound.
Oh, I've passed my arms.
Oh.
Now they get to hit back.
Yeah, 2 attacks.
No, only 1
hit. Wounding on a 4. Rerolling 1s.
No, they've got a 4.
3 plus armor save.
Yes.
Yes.
He's alive. Death Guard turn.
Best Reaver Sergeant. So it's Death Guard turn 5.
So he's gonna fall back. Do that. I'm just trying to get as close as possible because if I can kill him somehow, then I've got 1 turn left in order to get to that objective marker. That's all I can do.
He can't shoot or charge. So what Castius is going to do,
he's going
to hide behind that box. Yeah, charging. I'm not going to bother with my pistol. So he's going to hide behind that box and then charge you.
Oh, just about.
The bare minimum. Come on, Castius. This is it. This is the last chance. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, roll that again. Wounding on 5s.
Oh no.
Nothing.
2 attacks in return.
Yeah.
1 hit. 1 wound.
3 plus armor save. He's made it.
He has.
Death Guard turn 6, but I think you're going to win it now.
I'm going to just fall back like that.
So technically you won, but I think we should play out the final turn just to see if I can actually.
Yeah. Well, we've got my shoot. Oh no,
you fell back.
I fell back, so that's the end of my turn. So you get to.
So yeah, this is it. For the moral victory. Cassius is going to move up to be an inch away. He'll shoot with his pistol. He hit. He wounded.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
You're going to charge.
He's going to charge. Wait,
3 inches is enough. I'm not going to shoot. Oh no, I missed.
Oh, he's in.
Can he take him out?
3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Come on. 5s. There's 1.
There's 1. It's enough. Oh, half an hour save. Yeah. And I get to hit him back.
Yep.
I hit. Oh,
rerolling 1s.
Oh, it's a wound on him.
3 plus.
No, he died!
Can't quite make it. So, victory for the Death Guard.
Just about.
So there was no turn limit, but we did agree to go to 6 beforehand. So it was the last, final turn was hounding you to the end.
Yeah.
So that was tutorial mission number 6 from issue 7.
and well, both tutorial mission 6s. How do you think that went?
First mission, not too much to write home about really. I didn't expect to do quite as well, mostly because you whiffed with your power fist so often. We did get to see falling back being quite a useful tactic for the Poxwalkers. You use them as a sort of a speed bump, then you move them out of the way for your Plague Marines, your heavy hitters to move in.
Yes, it makes sure I can have a round of shooting and then charge in and try and hit people with a power fist. It would have worked, as you say, it would have worked better if my power fist hadn't missed with 5 of his 6 attacks in a single game. I think had I rolled better, I could have won that one, but as you can see, it's not completely unbalanced, because if I don't roll very well at all, then you won fairly convincingly in the end.
Yeah. No casualties.
No casualties.
Yeah. Countess almost died, but
he took a bit of a pounding, but didn't die. And he was obviously instrumental in killing all those Plague Marines. In fact, I think he killed all of them.
Yeah, I think he did. With his power sword. 6+ armour saves, certainly your undoing.
And then in the second game, well, my plasma gun, it did blow up in the end, but it did get to do something because...
it wounded a man, I think.
It wounded a man, yes. Because of that. The armour penetration it now has, finally.
He got that wound on Calcius as he recklessly charged in.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a risk.
A funny mission, but it was a lot less of a foregone conclusion than I thought, in the sense that I thought that the person who got the objective would be probably relatively easy to get it off.
I think that Calcius failing his charge might have sort of worked out, although... So my plan would have been for Calcius to charge, and then be in between the box, the big container and the pile of crates, and the Reavers to go around to block your way up that way. But I think in failing the charge and moving the Reavers in, and you moving the Poxwalkers in to counter, you sort of blocked off your own exit and went the long way around, which sort of worked out in my favour in the end, because I was able to charge you that by going around that way.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily pick the best move, I don't think, in all of that. And probably the first game as well, I didn't quite pick the best moves I could have made. If I'd thought about it a bit more, I probably would have done something slightly different. But the basic idea was relatively sound. It just... the second game went right down to the, final right move.
Well, technically you'd won as soon as you hit the marker. But we played at the final turn.
Yeah, I did win, but only
it's more dramatic that way.
Yes, it was a bit closer than I would have wanted it to be.
I think as well in that mission, again, because the board's so small, your units are larger, so you can deploy closer to the objective. And getting to go first is a big advantage, because you can get straight onto it. If you'd rolled a 6 for advance roll, you could have sprinted up to the objective and then moved 5 inches afterwards. You would have been halfway home.
That's true, actually, yes. By rolling that 1, I ensured I was right in the middle of the board for you to countercharge.
And the same if I'd gone first. I'd be slightly further away, but I can move slightly further, so again, a good advance roll would get you home, almost home free. I'd probably have tried to pick up the objective with Calcius, ideally, and then use the Reavers as the speed bump. And unfortunately, we didn't really get to see the 2 unique rules, the inexorable advance for the Plague Marines and the Codex Discipline for the Ultramarines, or the Silver Templars. The board's a bit too small for an inexorable advance. I mean, it's 18 inches. It's mostly basically the whole board. But we're usually close enough that you're rapid firing anyway, even with only 12-inch range. And Codex Discipline doesn't really fit these units for the Silver Templars. They're a melee unit, so you really want them. And falling back stops them being able to charge, so you're better off staying in melee and trying to cut your way through.
Yeah, it's a little bit better for the Intercessors, I suppose, because they have more shots. We'll get to see them soon enough again. So yeah, that has been issue number 7 of Warhammer 40,000 Conquest. First time we've had no new models at all. Next time round we will have a new Primaris Librarian to play with.
And the rules for the Psychic phase.
So yeah, we've been the Tabletop Donkeys. If you've enjoyed this video, you like this kind of thing, then please do give us a like and consider subscribing, and we'll be bringing out more of these quite regularly. For now though, we'll just see you in the next one.